The recent partnership between Leonardo DRS and KNDS to offer the Caesar 155mm self-propelled howitzer to the U.S. Army represents a notable shift in American artillery modernization strategy. For decades, the U.S. Army has sought to replace or upgrade its aging M109 Paladin fleet, but previous attempts, such as the Crusader, NLOSC, and ERCA programs, were each cancelled after years of costly development. Now, with lessons drawn from the battlefields of Ukraine and renewed emphasis on mobility and survivability, the Army appears more willing to consider mature, battle-tested foreign systems rather than relying exclusively on domestic designs. The Caesar proposal reflects that pragmatic shift, offering a proven, ready-to-field platform that could help close the growing capability gap in U.S. artillery forces. Leonardo DRS, a major American defense integrator, announced on October 13, 2025, that it had entered a formal teaming agreement with KNDS, the European consortium formed by the merger of Nexter and Krauss-Maffei-Wegmann. The goal is to pitch the Caesar 155mm/52 caliber wheeled howitzer for the Army's self-propelled howitzer modernization (SPH-M) program, which is expected to define the service's artillery inventory for the next generation. Under this agreement, Leonardo DRS will lead as the prime contractor and systems integrator, adapting Caesar to U.S. military requirements, while KNDS will supply the gun, fire control systems, and related technologies. The companies described the effort as an opportunity to provide the Army with an immediately fieldable, operationally proven solution that can be built or assembled domestically under U.S. industrial participation standards. The Caesar system, originally developed in France during the 1990s by GIAT Industries, now part of KNDS France, has become one of the most widely used wheeled artillery systems in the world. It has been deployed in active combat across Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, and, more recently, Ukraine, where more than 120 units are currently operating. Its performance in those theaters has reinforced its reputation for reliability, speed, and precision under modern battlefield conditions, including in contested airspace and under persistent drone surveillance. The system's primary strength lies in its combination of long-range firepower and rapid mobility, qualities increasingly vital in environments where stationary artillery becomes an easy target for counter-battery fire or loitering munitions. The latest generation, known as the Caesar Mark II or Caesar NG, embodies a series of major upgrades designed to meet modern military expectations. It is built on a reinforced six-wheel Arquus chassis powered by a 460 horsepower diesel engine, significantly improving mobility compared to the original model's 215 horsepower unit. The vehicle features an armored cabin offering mine protection, a new automatic transmission, and Safran's advanced GNX inertial navigation system integrated with updated fire control software. KNDS has designed the platform to interface seamlessly with digital battlefield networks such as France's Scorpion architecture, enhancing real-time situational awareness and targeting coordination. Despite these enhancements, the Caesar NG remains air-transportable by C-130 or A-400M aircraft, a key consideration for expeditionary forces requiring rapid global deployment. For the U.S. Army, the interest in Caesar aligns closely with its updated operational philosophy. The SPH-M program seeks to replace the M109 with a modern system that emphasizes autonomy, precision, and fast shoot-and-scoot capability. The cancellation of the Extended Range Cannon Artillery, ERCA, project in 2024 revealed the limits of experimental gun tube technology and underscored the need for a reliable production-ready alternative. With its proven 155mm/52 caliber system, capable of firing standard NATO ammunition to ranges exceeding 40 km, and up to 50 km with rocket-assisted shells, the Caesar offers precisely that. Its crew of 5 can deploy for firing within 60 seconds and reposition within 40 seconds, minimizing exposure to enemy counterstrikes. In emergencies, the gun can even operate with a reduced crew of 3, adding flexibility for dispersed operations. Leonardo DRS plays a critical role in adapting this European system for American use. The Virginia-based company intends to integrate Caesar with U.S. Army command, control, and communication systems and ensure compatibility with domestic truck platforms, likely sourced from established suppliers such as Oshkosh Defense. Leonardo DRS expertise in platform electrification, power management, and C5I integration will be central to tailoring Caesar to U.S. logistics and sustainment standards. KNDS, meanwhile, will contribute its decades of artillery design experience, which spans from the tracked PZH-2000 to modular gun systems like the Artillery Gun Module, AGM. Together, the two companies envision a system that not only meets performance demands but also fits seamlessly into the U.S. industrial base and supply chain. The Caesar proposal also comes at a time when the U.S. Army is expanding its willingness to evaluate international solutions. Following the end of the ERCA program, the Army launched a series of demonstrations in 2024 involving 5 different companies, including Rheinmetall, Hanwha, BAE Systems, Elbit, and General Dynamics. Each offered either tracked or wheeled systems to address the Army's evolving doctrine, which increasingly favors mobility over static firepower. The Caesar was previously tested during a 2021 evaluation at Yuma Proving Ground, where officials reportedly praised its rapid deployment and accuracy. The upcoming 2026 demonstration phase of the SPH-M program will give Leonardo DRS and KNDS another opportunity to showcase the system's performance under U.S. conditions, this time against a broader field of competitors. If selected, Caesar could become the first European-designed artillery piece to enter regular service with the U.S. Army in the modern era. Its adoption would represent more than a simple procurement decision, it would signal a fundamental shift toward greater interoperability with NATO allies and an openness to leveraging foreign technology to fill critical capability gaps. With the Army expected to field its next-generation howitzer around 2030, the timing of the Leonardo DRS KNDS partnership fits neatly into the service's modernization timeline. Production could potentially be established in the United States, supporting both local industry and transatlantic defense cooperation. KNDS's manufacturing capacity and financial stability also make the proposal more attractive. The company reported a turnover of €3.8 billion in 2024, with an order backlog exceeding €23 billion, and has continued to expand production to meet growing European demand. France has already placed an order for 109 Caesar Mark II systems, while Belgium and Lithuania have ordered 28 and 18 units respectively. KNDS expects to reach an output of 8 howitzers per month by the end of the decade, ensuring steady supply for both domestic and export customers. This robust industrial base provides confidence that KNDS can meet U.S. requirements for timely delivery and sustainment. The U.S. Army's renewed emphasis on proven, mobile artillery is a direct response to the evolving nature of warfare. The conflicts of the 2020s have demonstrated that survival on the battlefield increasingly depends on mobility, automation, and the ability to shoot and relocate before being detected. Towed artillery, once a mainstay of ground forces, has become increasingly vulnerable to modern reconnaissance and precision strike systems. The Caesar's wheeled, highly mobile design directly addresses this reality, offering speed without sacrificing firepower. Beyond its tactical advantages, the Leonardo DRS KNDS collaboration also carries strategic implications. It highlights a broader trend of closer defense integration between the United States and its European allies. In an era when shared production, interoperability, and supply chain resilience are becoming as critical as raw capability, partnerships like this one help ensure that allied forces remain aligned in both technology and doctrine. Should the U.S. Army decide to adopt the Caesar, it would not only gain a capable artillery system but also strengthen transatlantic defense ties at a time when global security dynamics are shifting rapidly. In many ways, the Caesar represents a modern artillery philosophy, fast, precise, and networked. It is not a radical departure from existing systems but rather an evolutionary refinement of what works, proven technology adapted to new tactical realities. The U.S. Army's evaluation of this platform reflects a growing appreciation for practicality over experimental ambition. After decades of costly and canceled programs, the service appears ready to prioritize reliability, interoperability, and immediate battlefield relevance. If the Caesar ultimately wins a place in U.S. arsenals, it could mark a defining moment in how America approaches artillery modernization, less as an isolated national project, and more as part of a shared international effort to prepare for the wars of the future.